Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Patch 103 for Dead Space is live on the PlayStation 5 and apparently they fixed some graphical issues. And why I'm saying apparently is because I did a side-by-side comparison with patch 102 and patch 103 on my PlayStation 5, and I have to admit I haven't experienced anything even with the day one patch or day one launch edition actually. So I know that some people actually reported some weird graphical bugs, and I have seen some really bad screenshots, but I never experienced something like that on my PlayStation 5 and with my version of the game. But anyway, I made a side-by-side comparison, patch 102 and patch 103, but I couldn't find that much of a difference. I mean, to be honest, sometimes it looks like patch 102 is a little bit sharper than patch 103 and vice versa. The only thing what I found is in one scene, different lighting. But before we watch the side-by-side comparison, let's talk about another fix which is very important actually. Brightness setting in the game was limited before the patch in steps to 5. So that means standard setting is 50, and if you like to increase or decrease it, it was just happening in steps of 5 or possible in steps of 5. So now you can actually decrease or increase it in steps of ones, which is much better of course, because 49, and this counts for PlayStation 5 and PC, is still my recommendation. But now let's have a look on the side-by-side comparison between patch 102 and patch 103, and again I have a very hard time to tell actually a difference, and believe me, I tried my very best to record in the highest quality, so this footage is captured directly through my Elgato capturing card, so not recorded off the screen. So that means you have really the best possible image. But as you hopefully can see, there is really not much of a difference, and to be very honest, almost zero difference between patch 102 and patch 103. So maybe I was just lucky and I never experienced any issues before. That's why I was surprised when people came, or people actually wrote in the comment section, hey, PlayStation 5 version looks really bad. And yeah, of course, when you compare this with a PC, and I did this of course with my PC version, 1440p on the PC with ultra details looks better than, I don't know what actually resolution they're using on the PlayStation 5, but they're for sure not using the ultra settings. And yes, of course, PC version does look better and sharper compared to the PlayStation 5 version, sorry, but it is not like day and night. And as always, I like to mention, we just need to have also a talk about price, what a PlayStation 5 costs and what are decent graphic card costs, and then we can start complaining about graphic issues or graphical quality on the PlayStation 5. Anyway, so in my opinion, there's no difference between patch 102 and patch 103 on the PlayStation 5, at least not on my PlayStation 5. So maybe I was just lucky. And of course, I tested the HDR capabilities again after this patch, but there is no difference. The game still does not support the HDR system level calibration on the PlayStation 5. That means you still have a very high peak brightness in this game of around 6000, 6500 candela, which leads to a lot of clipping and specular highlights. So that's why still my recommendation is, in terms of HDR, use dynamic tone mapping off and brightness setting in the game 49. Thanks for watching.